stretching themselves to take in consistent breaths, but none of it matters. A nasty scar traces down the doctor's neck from an old wound. The outline of a tranquilizer gun, tucked against her hip, is visible underneath her faded lab coat. I don't blame her for taking precautions. I don't trust myself either, tossed back into this bright, loud, overwhelming world. She jots something onto her cerulean plastic clipboard. Dibucetin varies in its effectiveness in the reparation of cells in the cerebral cortex. It'll take time. Dr. Benitez isn't sure if the treatment will bring me back to life. For all the doctors know, the altered might drop dead. Really dead, one day, or grow third arms, or lose all our extremities. The last two are more my illogical fear than the doctor's, but I used to think the living dead were illogical. And then I became one. "And what about the nightmares?" she asks. I grind my teeth. Admitting to the night terrors that have plagued me since I woke to my third life was an early days mistake. Memories of the creature I was when the virus hijacked my body, and the girl I was before. What do I remember? Jeans rolled up to asphalt-torn knees and 4 legs distorted by the pool water. The image pulses with the kick of her feet. She complains her eyes are muddy and boring, and if I were braver, I'd tell her how the sun pulls out flecks of gold and auburn in her irises. I tell her looking into them is like drowning. But I am not brave. Stopped? I lie. Sweet dreams on this end. "Please," the man says, and I know the word used to mean something, but I've long stopped caring. His garbled screams are a quiet hum behind his heartbeat, and the blood pumping in his veins, warm and alive. I take his skull between my hands, slamming down, 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 until he stops screaming. Dr. Benitez snorts a laugh, covering her mouth with a hand. With a shake of her head, she says, "I suppose it's a positive sign your sense of humor survived the virus." The virus. It sounds so harmless when she says it. Like letalis, the tick, was the common cold and not an ancient disease trapped in a glacier waiting for its chance to escape again. The virus didn't just gnaw on our brains. It chewed the world to shreds. Instead of a response, I give her a tiny smile, because it's what she wants, and I almost mean it. She smiles back as if she's forgotten where she is, what I am. She does it often, treats me like I'm human. I am anything but. I'm a patchwork quilt of lacerations and punctures and dry open wounds that have woken up and are protesting their existence as I shuffle back toward life. Some time ago, I was shot straight through the shoulder, and blood oozes from the cut each time I raise my arm over my head. 3 of the fingers on my left hand are gone, and until the doctor stitched it up, I'd worn the skin and muscle surrounding the bone like a gross-looking claw. To top it off, 2 large slashes make an X, bisecting my nose. I am better off than most, and as pesky as the doctor's questions are, they are kinder than mine would be if the roles were reversed. So, complaints are scarce. It was humor. I paused to wrangle my occasionally rebellious tongue. Or my humanity. It is a joke, a swing, and if it's a miss, all of our future sessions will be awkward. After another pause, Dr. Benitez smiles, rounding the desk and dropping into a peeling leather chair. "Whatever the reason," she says, "those are the parts of you that you need to hold on to, the parts that are human." She falls silent, focusing on her clipboard long enough for my heart to thump out a soft beat. "There's something else I wanted to discuss with you." There is no question mark, and so no obligation to answer. She sighs and continues. "I'm sure you've heard the rumors about the resettlement program?" She seems to realize I don't plan on saying anything. "It's true we intend to release some of you into the care of your guardians." She's being cautious, circling a truth she isn't sure I'm aware of. I still say nothing, and though she takes the time to sigh dramatically once more, she doesn't press